Good day, everyone. Today, we are here in Module 7 entitled Curricular Reform in Teacher Education. Today, I'll be discussing the Lesson 7.1 Outcome-Based Education for Teacher Preparation Curriculum. First, let us know what is outcome-based education. William Spady defined OBE as clearly focusing and organizing everything in educational system around the essential for all the students to do successfully at the end of their learning experience. Si William Spady daw is kinikilalang father of OBE. And according to him, OBE aims to reach important knowledge, skills, and values that is vital for the development of the student. To define and clarify further, answer the following question should be addressed by the teacher. Number 1, what do we want the student to learn? This refers to the content of the lesson. Number 2, why do we want the student to learn these things? This refers to the purpose of the learnings. Ano yung purpose ng lesson natin sa pamumuhay ng mag-aaral? Number 3, how can we best help the student to learn these things? This will relate to the pedagogy of the teachers, kung paano nila mapafacilitate ang knowledge, skills, and values ng student. Number 4, how will you know when have learned? This will relate to our assessment or evaluation. Spady premised that in the outcome-based education, first, all students can learn and succeed but not at the same time or in the same way. So as a future teacher, we should know that every student is unique in their own way. Meron tayong student na fast learners and meron din na it takes time to learn or to understand the lesson. Next, successful learning promotes even more successful learning. So kapag ang student is successfully learn, is that mas namomotivate sila na mas mag-explore ng bagong aralin. And lastly, school and teacher control the condition that will determine if the student are successful in the school learning. So say for instance, kapag may positive learning environment sa school that driven by the teacher, so meron din na positive learning or performance ang student. So let's move on to the 4 principles in outcome-based education. First, we have Principle 1, Clarity of Focus. So, this refers to the malinaw at tiyak na layunin or objectives so that ang student is may idea na sa inaasahang aralin or lesson. Principle 2, Designing Backwards. So, sa pamamagitan ng designing backwards, ang mga guro is nai-empower ang kanilang pagtuturo batay sa layunin. Ito ang nagbibigay ng malinaw na strategy at direksyon sa pagbuo ng activity sa pagtuturo. So that, this means that planning, implementing, teaching, and assessing should be connected to the learning outcomes. Principle 3, High Expectation. So as I said a while ago, kapag merong positive learning environment ang school that driven by the teacher, is that mas namomotivate ang student or mas nai-encourage ang student na mas matuto or to learn better. Next, Principle 4, Expanded Opportunities. So, ito yung pagbibigay ng different activities, paraan sa pagtuturo. So, sa pamamagitan nito is mas nabibigyang daan ang mga student na ipakita ang kanilang husay sa pamamagitan ng iba't ibang opportunities. Teaching Learning in OBE. Teaching is teaching if learners learn. Learning is measured by its outcomes, whatever approach to teaching is used. The intent should focus on learning rather on teaching. So, when we say effective teaching, this is not just about kung gaano kakagaling magturo, because this is about kung paano matandaan or matuto ang student sa iyong pagtuturo. Next, subject do not exist in isolation, but links between them should be made. So, ibig sabihin naman ito is walang subject na nag-i-exist ng mag-isa, pagkos meron dapat siyang connection sa iba pang subject. That is why ang student is mas nagkakaroon ng malawakang pag-iisip or mas nagkakaroon sila ng malawakang idea. How should teaching learning be done in OBE? Number 1, teacher must prepare student adequately. Number 2, teacher must create a positive learning environment. Number 3, teacher must help their student understand. Number 4, teacher must use a variety for teaching methods. Number 5, teacher must provide student with enough opportunities to use the new knowledge and skills that they gain. And lastly, number 6, teacher must help student to bring each learning to personal closure that will make them aware for what they learned. Shift from traditional to an OBE view, from instruction to learning, from input and resources to learning outcomes, from knowledge is transferred by the teacher to knowledge already exists in the minds of the learners. From teachers dispenses knowledge to teachers are designers of methods. From teachers and student are independent and in isolation to teachers and student work in teams. Assessment of learning outcomes in OBE. First, assessment procedure should be valid procedure and tools should actually assess what one intends to test. Assessment procedure should be reliable. The result should be consistent. Number 3, assessment procedure should be fair. Cultural background and other factors should not influence assessment procedure. Number 4, assessment should reflect on the knowledge and skills that are important to the student. Number 5, assessment should tell both the teachers and student how students are progressing. Number 6, assessment should support every student's opportunities to learn things that are important. And lastly, assessment should allow individuality or uniqueness to be demonstrated. Learner responsibility for learning. Nobody can learn for the learners. Teacher can only facilitate that learning. So this means that it is the responsibility of the learners to learn by their own. So the teacher only facilitate, they will give methods and ways that will help learners to achieve the learning outcomes. Next, students have the bigger responsibility to achieve those outcomes. So in this way, they will be able to know when they are learning or not. Students are aware of their learning. So the great benefit of OBE is that it makes student aware what they should learning or why they are learning it. For the student in OBE learning, they should ask themselves the following question. First, what do I have to learn? Why do I have to learn it? What will I be doing while I am learning? How will I know that I am learning? What I should be learning? Will I have any say in what I learn? And lastly, how will I be assessed? That's all for today. Thank you for watching.